Trying to figure out what I want to play here. Oh no, man! I erased my keyboard track. This is not good. Always remember, disable the track you don't want to record over. Wow. Okay, let's go. What do we have? Oh man, this is messed up. There we go. Let's do that again. One more time. Got to get that right. Just playing around, but still, it's got to be. It's got to be right. That was sloppy. Run it back. Run it back. One more time. All right, that's very brief, but we're gonna just have fun and add stuff to it. So we got the bass track. Made a few errors, but just having fun right now. And let's see what we can add to the. I'm hearing something that I could add to that. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. I'm playing an inversion, so instead of playing the 1 3 5, I'm playing the 3 5 7. I think that'd be cool. Just sustain. Let's see. One, two, three, four. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, man, I wish the track had more time on it because I'm liking that. So, yep, we're gonna mix this too. We're gonna EQ this and mix it. But first, I'm gonna add a some piano. See what we got. Some piano. We'll try that right there. See what we got here. Yeah, man, I like that. let's just use regular piano on that, and I think that'll sound cool. Might change it to that. Might sound better. Let me see. That might sound better. All right, right. Let's get a theme. What we want? We want something like. Something like that, like a theme. All right. We're just gonna start recording, and we're just gonna see. One, two, three. Oh man, the track needs more. Man, let's see what we got, man. We can mix it. All right, so we're gonna mix that. We're gonna mix. We're gonna EQ this. All right, let's go ahead and EQ the drums first. Where are the drums? There we go. That's the drums and the first keys. So get the sound crisp. Yeah. There's no snare. There's no snare. We're gonna put some. This is music that is you gotta really have appreciation for it. The timing, the art of the percussions. That's what you're looking at. All right, the track is there's some life being breathed into the track now with the EQ. Let's listen back so we can bounce that, and then let me think if I want to add anything else. Maybe some strings. Some strings would be cool. I want to record the bass track over, man, because I think the keys are making the bass look bad. So actually, I'm making the bass look bad. So let's re-record that. So I was going. Gotta remember what I was playing, man. Get that bass sounding better. Got to, man. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I want to correct the bass track. Try it one more time. I think I got the right track. I hope I'm not erasing one of those keys. 2, 3, 4. I don't hear my bass. What's going on? I got everything. I should hear it. Oh, I got the volume. Wait a minute. The volume's up. The volume's up. The track is enabled. I got volume on the. Oh, I got it in the wrong. Okay. There we go. That's what it is. All right. There we go. Try it again. Get that run. One more time. One more time. Here we go. Man, I just want to record it again because I think it was almost cool, but one more time, man. One more time. All right, there we go. Final. Let's listen to it. Let's listen to it and see what it is. Yeah. All right, that was pretty cool. I think it still had some errors in it, but you know what, man? Hey, who cares, right? So we're gonna go ahead and play something different. We're gonna play a whole nother track now. As a matter of fact, maybe I'll use the same track. Nah. Let's go ahead and get another. For my own songs, I usually create my own beats, but I'm just playing around right now, so I'm not creating my own beats right now. I'm using some other beats that I didn't take them from anyone. It's not that. It's just that these are not my beats. All right. So what we're gonna do is see what this. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play the blues on a hip hop beat. Right? Ah. Turn that into a song, all right? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna turn that into a song. So let's get the drums recorded. Man, these drums sound kind of funny to me, man. Not the drums, but the. All right, this is not my drum beat, but everything else is gonna be me playing. So let's get the bass and the drums recorded. So we're gonna get the drums recorded first. Well, we can go ahead and get the bass. Man, we gotta do that over because I don't hear a lot of bass here. It sounds really light. I don't like that. So we're gonna. That's what we're gonna do right there. All right, we got the man. All right, we got our bass and our drums. I think we're gonna check that. Then we're gonna add some other stuff. Now we're gonna be in a dominant key here, so that's gonna be really cool. Major with a flat seven, so we're gonna try to make that sound real cool. All right, there's the drums. Yeah, there's the bass. We got it. All right. Now we're gonna add some keys. Always fun to add keys. Uh, what are we gonna play? We don't know yet. We're just gonna see. We're gonna see. So we're in the key of A dominant. So instead of playing like that, we're going to thanks a lot. Appreciate that. Hope your day goes well. And diatonic and pentatonic. Okay, if I understand that correctly, I will demonstrate that. And if I'm not demonstrating what you're asking, then let me know. After this, though. So what I'm doing is I'm playing, right? This is an A dominant, right? Or Mixolydian. Ah, right? Right? So instead of going like that, I'm going to change my chord up a little bit. It's somewhat of an inversion, but I'm throwing in also the second. So I'm going to go. Instead of going, I'm going to go and then throw in the seventh is what also. So I think this sounds a little cooler than. Let's listen to the track and listen to that right there. That's the regular way, but I'm gonna change it up. I'm gonna go. See, this is the three. This is the 3-5-7, but I'm gonna throw in the two. You know what I mean? And so let's check it out, right? Two. Man, I like that way better. Here's the popular way. It just sounds, you know what I mean? It's cool. But now I'm gonna leave the one out and play the inversion and throw the two in. Oh, went to the 5, went to the 4 rather. So when we go to the 4, we go into D. But again, I may not want to play that 1. Right. Then now I might throw this in there once in a while just to bring the ear back to the. You know what I mean? But right now, nah, we're gonna leave the 1 out. So isn't that cool that you can be playing a A major chord and you're not even using the note A? You're using other notes in the scale or chord that represent that A major, right? So A major flat 7. Remember, Mixolydian. This is dominant. This is not Ionian. So let's stop procrastinating and go ahead and get our chords together. So then we go to, and then when we go to the 5, excuse me, the 5. So I could play E like that and then go on the inversion or on the D. Right there. So I can go and then back. Man, that's so cool. I don't even know if any of that is right textbook wise, but I'm going to play it because I think it sounds good. Let's go ahead and record the keys right there. Right? Haha. Messed up something right. Back to the 1. Man, that's cool right there. That's going to be cool. To the 5. Haha, I like that. I don't know. I don't know if that's right, but I like it. To the 5. I messed it up. I messed that up. One more time on the 5. There we go. I should have ended it with like that, but nah, man. I don't know, man. I'm not hating on this. I'm just saying, man. If you want your chords to sound a little different and a little You want them to sound, I don't know, I'm not gonna say cooler, but it's cool to do this. You want your chords to sound a little different. Just play that inversion and throw that 2 in there. All right, let's see what we got. And I'm gonna get to that question. The question was, can you differentiate the diatonic and pentatonic? Yeah, I can definitely do that. It's so interesting because they are both very, very awesome. They are different, yet they're not. They're like cousins. You know what I mean? One is not so different than the other. They're yeah. I need to add. I need to. Man, I like that. Bass is a little louder than I want it to be. But in the blues, the bass got to be loud. Not not to a not to a irritating level, but the bass has to be. What am I saying? The bass got to be heard in the blues. You know what I mean? So we're gonna go ahead and see if we want to. I just really like soloing on these keys. But let's use a different sound because we don't. We're trying to make this sound different right now. We're gonna use a synthesizer, and we're gonna see. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever heard anybody use a synthesizer in the blues, but I'm gonna use it. Always, don't be afraid to, you know, run your own thing, man, because your own thing is what they may be listening to one day. You know what I mean? Nah, I'm not hearing that. So forget that right there. What we'll do here is let's see. Let's add some bass solo stuff. Because in the last track, I don't think the bass did any solo. So let's get a bass solo in here and try to make it, you know what I mean, sound Mixolydian like. Because the Mixolydian, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna add some bass, all right. And what we're gonna do is put an effect on the bass. We're gonna put an effect on the bass so that, let me see something here. Get this track enabled. Oh, it is enabled. Why I don't hear the bass? Oh, I don't have my wireless bass guitar system running yet. Yep, now it's running. All right, let's get the bass tone we want because I like that right there. So, yeah. I think that'll work. Let's put an effect on it though. Oh, wait a minute. I don't hear the effect. Why is it not kicking in? This is not kicking in, man. Wait. It's not kicking in, so I'm going. This is crazy, man. All right, so we're just gonna use a regular bass sound, and we're gonna solo over the track, and Maybe we could have a theme line. What would the theme line be? I don't play Mixolydian stuff a lot, so no excuse, but I don't really have anything in mind yet. So let me play along with the track and see. All right, let's see. I don't know, man. I don't know. You just gotta create something with the bass that you like. So let's try it. Two, three. That count that counting the BPMs are off, but it's all good. Ah, all right. Let's get something that's precise. So the first, something like that, but not too many notes at first, right? So you want to be like, you know what I mean? Just maybe chord tones. Something like that, right? So let's go. Just not too many notes at first. Just chill out with it, man. I don't know. All right, man. Let's see, man. Let's talk a little bit about the question that was asked before we mix this track right here. Thank you for, first of all, checking out the video, and then thank you for, throwing in, a question. So, first of all, I want to make sure I understand the question. You said differentiate, if I'm not mistaken, you said differentiate. Show, the difference between a diatonic and a pentatonic. If that's what you're saying, if that's what you're asking, then I can even take this scale. I was going to think of like maybe a minor scale or major, but I'm going to use this Mixolydian scale. So diatonically, it just to me means that I'm using the tones of the scale. So the tones of A. Let me enable this track again, but I just gotta make sure I don't erase it. So what happened to my bass? Why don't I hear anything? Oh man, there's always something going on. I should be hearing. Wait a minute. Maybe I had it on a different track. Yeah, there we go. All right, man. Same track, different setting. Okay, so let me turn the bass down. I'm in A Mixolydian. So if you play a major scale and just flat the seven, that's what you get. Let's play the major scale. That's the A major scale, and then you've got the A Mixolydian or A dominant, A7 or whatever you want to call it, scale or mode, which is so what's happening is that you're with a pentatonic. To me, what I call it is playing the shell of the scale. Um, when you leave out certain notes of the scale, that's how you get the pentatonic scale. So that right there is letting us know how easy this concept is. So if I was to look at it literally, what pentatonic would I play if I'm at the Mixolydian? And the one I play is the third mode of the pentatonic. If you're starting on a minor, you can start the pentatonic scale, whether it's major or minor, is all the same. It's just where you start and how you use it, right? But for an example, if I was playing the pentatonic scale that I would use for this mode, I would play. Now, before I say that, I got to make sure that that's correct because things happen sometimes when you playing in different keys and different types of music. This blues I was playing was a 145. So let me apologize and let me test that out before I say that because I'm thinking about the modes now from a diatonic standpoint, but this is not necessarily a diatonic type of a 145 is not really a diatonic thing because all of these are dominant scales. So let's see if I was going. I think it will work, man. I like that. So if I wanted to use a major a major pentatonic, that would work also. But not real. It's not. I don't think it really works. I think my ear tricked me right now. What I would play is any pentatonic that you want to play. I'm just gonna leave it at that. So what I found is that one time I was at a maybe an open blues jam or something, or I don't know if I discovered this at this blues jam or if I was at home, and I just went over to the minor third from that pentatonic and ran a major. I ran a major pentatonic. Of course, you could run it. I don't know how much knowledge you have about pentatonics, so I'm not really sure how much to explain other than what I just said. If I take the scale, let me go with the major scale. So if I go with the major scale Ionian, and I wanted to turn that into a pentatonic scale, I would leave out the seven, and I would leave out the four, and then what I get is a shell. I call it a shell of the scale. You know what I mean? So if you just take that concept and you know which notes to remove from any mode, that's how you're gonna get your. If you go over this A major is the relative major to what? To F sharp minor. So you're gonna notice how these notes, all these notes from F minor. Okay, so if I were to play F minor and I leave out the two and I leave out the flat six and I play pentatonic right there. Diatonic, pentatonic. You can use them interchangeably as far as improvising and maybe in some other scenarios. But what I'm saying is that if you go over to the major, the relative major, ah, see, I went over to the major. Now back over to the minor, right? F sharp minor, A major. Using the pentatonic only, I'm gonna get right? If I use diatonic, I'm gonna get you hear all those notes, you know what I mean? Right? Uh, I gotta practice, man. I ain't been practicing like I should. So you can take your pentatonics and you can create different ways to make them sound not like you're playing a scale or a drew, right? Time keeps, time keeps, time keeps, time keeps on, time keeps on slipping, slipping. Pentatonic, right? Then you can go over to your A major. Yeah. I was gonna say go over to your A major and play a bass fill, right? But or go over to your A major and play a pentatonic. All right. So pentatonic is cool. I really want to get more into playing them. I tend to play more scales, uh, and I just really love the way the scales, um, run. And so you didn't ask me all that, but that's pretty much what I'm saying. Now, if you have any other questions or if I didn't explain that right, let me know. And you know what I'm saying? So right now, let's go ahead and mix this. Let's mix this track. Let's EQ it first. So we're gonna EQ the drums. Or did I already EQ the drums? Nope, I didn't EQ the drums yet. We're gonna EQ the drums. If I go outside the studio and it's daylight, I'm gonna be really upset because that means I lost a lot of sleep. Man. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just EQ the drums. Want the drums to sound crispy. So I gotta throw some highs on it. You know what I mean? And then, yeah, put some bass on there. Yep, some bass. And then what we're gonna do is put just a little reverb on it. And the drums sound crispy. Bass. We're gonna get the bass sounding, want the bass to sound like a bass, man. Little clarity on the highs. Take the mids out. Yeah. Drums. The bass doesn't sound punchy enough for me, but it's all right, man. I'm just playing around right now. So let's go ahead and get the hold up. we got to get the bass a little reverb, a little bit, just a little bit. My opinion is never go over. Don't over EQ stuff. Because first of all, this is just a side point, but first of all, if you're over EQing stuff, that to me is distorting the sound of the product. Um, you know what I'm saying? If you're playing through your bass amp or your guitar amp or whatever, and it sounds nice um, live, that's a different setting than listening to it through a car speaker or whatever. What I'm saying is though, you probably don't have it over EQ'd in live. I've heard people over EQ stuff. Uh, However, don't over EQ it. Just get it to where it sounds nice, and that's my opinion, man. But anyway, here we go. Keys. Chia. Oh man, I just realized. There we go. That's more like it. Chia. What we want is we want to get those keys over to the. Let's see, yeah, there we go. They're kind of loud, so we're gonna turn that down. A little bit of some reverb on that. Just a little bit. Drums. The bass. I don't think the bass sounds punchy enough. I don't know. Maybe because there's no kick drum. I don't know, man. But I wish the bass sounded punchier. It's the way I was playing it. I guess it's my fault. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. Now, what did I put on the fourth track? Oh, the bass solo. Wait a minute. Wait. I don't hear it though. Oh snap. Oh, there it is. All right. Let's EQ the bass solo track and get that the way it needs to be. Just put some. We want more articulation. Yeah, some more articulation. Put highs on it. Yeah. So now that I did that, yeah. All right, let's listen to the whole thing, man. Let's bring in everything. All right, we're gonna get the volume the way we want it on each track. All the tracks at the right volume. The mixer is clipping, so I hope this is not blasting where y'all are because the mixer is clipping, so that's telling me it's too loud. I can't tell from here, but my mixer's clipping, so something ain't right. Got to cut down the volume on it. I don't too much. Oh man, I don't too much like that track right there. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't like it, man. Yeah, I don't like it. So, anyway, it's all about trying different concepts and creating different things, and then you listen to it and see what you like, what you don't like, and maybe you add something to it later, or throw it away altogether, or whatever. But you can listen back to your work the next day, and you might hear something that you like. All right, let's just for fun go. What's this track that I got, man? Never mind this, man. I just I need to go to sleep. That's what I need to do. That's really what needs to happen right now. So, in light of that, I'm gonna be out. Thank y'all for checking out the video, and it was a lot of fun. I am gonna be on YouTube more, playing these lives. I've I got to get my ideas together before I get on here though, so that it flows better. But I appreciate everybody's patience, and everybody be safe out there.